Join me. Together we can rule the galaxy far and south.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman and Trent Hoffman. You're listening to Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 208. Today, we're going to be looking at the Season 2 special look trailer for Andor. Unfortunately, today, Little T, Mr. Trent Hoffman won't be joining me, but this... it's crazy. What are we living in here, man? We got so much Star Wars news coming out in the last couple days, and you know they dropped the trailer, I believe on Monday of last week, and then they're dropping this on a random Tuesday, and just like here's a special look. So it was on Disney Plus, and obviously they released it to their other socials, but the special look is actually more footage that we get to see on about Andor, with a little BTS, a little behind the scenes with some camera and all that kind of fun stuff, like, oh, you know, the actors talking about the series. So we'll get into that in just a little bit. Let's catch you up, man. Okay, so WWE Elimination Chamber was last Saturday. Trent and I had we had a rendezvous with a little wrestling. But yeah, we had some friends over, and then they left, and I was like, oh, I think we have time to check out some Chamber. So if you're not familiar with this setup, it's kind of steel cage-ish. It's in a cage, but then there are 2 wrestlers in the ring and then 4 on the outside in these kind of chambers. And then they basically randomly pick the person that comes in. So then it becomes like a 3-way, 4-way, 5-way, 6-way, and all this stuff. And so it's a lot of fun. So the first match was, there was the women's elimination, which Belair won, which was awesome. Then you had Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens going at each other. It was basically a no holds bar thing, and it was insane. They did a lot of great spots as far as just like some tables and double tables and all this stuff, and straps and chairs, and the whole thing. It was intense. And let's see. Then I'm trying to think if there was anything. Yeah, it's all a blur. But basically, the big main event, the men's elimination chamber. We got Cena. We got Punk. We got. Oh, that was the thing. Geez, how can I forget the finish? For Kevin Owens, Randy Orton shows up. Randy came back. He hasn't been around in a long time. The Viper came back, which was a fun little spot to see as well. But with the main, again, men's elimination, you have John Cena, CM Punk, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, and Seth Rollins. I think that was 6. It was intense, dude. This was a great match. There was a little spot where, again, like CM Punk and Cena have a respect thing, and they shake each other's hand, and then they go at each other. But Logan, Damian, Drew, they all get eliminated, and then it's kind of getting tight, and then Seth gets eliminated, and so now it's like CM Punk, Cena, and then Seth literally takes out Cena, or takes out CM Punk, like does a curb stomp on him because he, for whatever reason, didn't quite get out of the ring. Those stinking refs didn't clear him from the ring. He was kind of just laying on the side, like, and then he just does like a curb stomp, and boom. So kind of cost CM Punk, and Cena wins. Okay, good deal. And then our boy Cody Rhodes, the champ, comes out and congratulates Cena, and they have a moment. And then the final boss, The Rock, shows up and has some words for Cody. Cody, there's basically been the storyline is, Rock is saying, hey, I'm at an elevated level. You should come, you come join me, kind of join the dark side, if you will, and we will be awesome together. So kind of Emperor Anakin going on here, little dark side thing where it's like he wants his soul. It's a little weird, all that kind of stuff. But then it gets down to, will you join me? Like join the dark side. And Cody's like, nope. Actually, he said the F word to him, and it was like, okay. And so Cena's super happy. They're like, yeah, take that, Rock. We're not joining you. We're good guys. And then Cena goes in for the hug to Cody, and right behind him is The Rock, and The Rock is like, get him. And that's Cena turns. And they beat the heck out of Cody. So now we have the final boss and Cena together. It's kind of crazy. Wrestling it's fun. It's fun, dude. It is. It's great. It's over the top. It's fantastic. So, so that was Elimination Chamber. Very exciting stuff. Cena's pretty much been mostly a good guy. I mean, he did the thug thing for a little bit at the beginning of his career, but, he's been a babyface forever, and at least 20 years. No, he's a bad guy, a heel. What the heck? But yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy. So anyways, we watched that. We've been playing a lot of Indiana Jones. We're really close. I am being like a little meticulous and trying to get everything in Indiana Jones, and so it takes a while. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of documents and artifacts and all this stuff. So I've been playing that the last couple days here, and trying to get to the point where it's like, okay, I think I got everything, but it does take a while. It's so big, very vast, it's great. So okay, so here we go. We are going to talk through this trailer and have a little fun with it. So I'm gonna push that button and do that thing, and here we go. Okay, we have a special look trailer coming out from Andor Season 2. Let's take a look at it. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and go.
Emergency broadcast, if you can hear me.
We're not who we were when we started.
Imperial ships are already landing.
We need to speak out. We need to stand up.
Is there no one who can help us?
A pilot. A soldier. Everything I did for the rebellion.
Revolutionary movements are spontaneously happening all over the galaxy. How those come together is the stuff of our story.
If Season 1 laid the track, then Season 2 is the juggernaut.
The Empire cannot win.
But they haven't won yet. We're building a real army.
The rebellion's everywhere now.
Galaxy of opportunities.
The insurgents have weapons at this point.
We're counting
episodes are going to take us over the next 4 years into Rogue One. The complexity of the show, the possibilities of the show, it has to be all in.
Nobody's allowed in here.
You're thinking like a thief. I'm thinking like a soldier. Think like a leader.
The size and scale of this production is unparalleled. The sets and the costumes are breathtaking.
Everyone does the homework. Everyone takes the time. And you can tell.
Proceed.
This is it. This is what you live for.
It's human. It's incredibly truthful. And it just happens to be in a galaxy far, far away.
It's the urgency of the situation. Not palpable.
Lock it down!
If we do not stand together, we will be crushed.
This is the end. Have no expectations.
Ebigish. Oh my gosh, this thing is just amazing. There's just so much stuff going on here. It's really hard to just put into words because yeah, I'm just super stoked for this. So really we get almost there is a little behind the scenes stuff. So the original trailer is a little weird because it's got like news stuff in there and you have the modern music, but overall it's just kind of setting the tone. And this one is doing something very similar, which I find fascinating. And so let's just kind of go through this by shot by shot. You know, we get when we first start off, we get a nice little instrument panel looking thing. We get a shot of Coruscant. Then we got, okay, so there's definitely something brewing here, and I think this is a lot of the trailer that we saw last time, is that we have a rally of some sort with stormtroopers. We got some riot gear stormtroopers as well, troopers. We got our boys Cyril with the weird necktie thing. We got Mon Mothma and Imperial Coruscant. Cassian walking through hallways. It seems like a thing. We also got, it looks like Cassian has some kind of sniper rifle it's almost like he's in a hotel room adjacent to where this peaceful protest is going. This is the same shot we see in the trailer with the behind. Either it's Luthen or Cassian, back of them. Then we get, I call this Canto Bite version of Cassian with the big hair and some kind of, almost looks like a bellhop or something. Then we get the shot of Yavin 4 with the temples, and we get this cool little transport with X-Wings. We love our little tchotchke devices. This is a kind of remote with a little antenna out and a little button. Then we get to see, I forget the guy's name. It's like the brother of Nyx. He's in his wheat field, and it looks like he's being interrogated by the stormtroopers. He's got a speeder bike that is super cool. And then he races. We get a really cool wide shot of like wheat and like an evaporator. And then these kind of like big, almost Tibetan gas looking things. So maybe it's some kind of grain storage or something, or gas. I don't know. Then we get the twins. 2 tubes. We get the cool fat looking transporter in the back. Another X-Wing. So that's super cool. We get a little shot of like the Briar pistol, deep cut from Dark Forces. Again, we get the shot of Mon Mothma in the dance wedding thing. We get this cool mountain shot of, and I didn't see this on the first time, but it's like this walled city, but then there's like some kind of train that is moving across. Then we get this really cool shot of a scowl with Mon Mothma, but her hair's like just on point. It looks great. Then you get Guinevere talking about the series. We love our switches and Imperial switches and toggles. Then we get a really cool shot of kind of this white hangar and one TIE fighter. Again, I believe this is called the TIE Avenger. Then a behind the scenes shot of Mon Mothma. Then we get to see our girl, a rebellion girl, like building an army or working with Saw. It's 100% sure. I don't know if it's Saw or Luthen or whatever. We get a shot of Luthen behind the scenes with the camera. We get protesters. We get a quick shot of Saw Gerrera without like the big heavy suit. And then we get Cassian and Midro. We get this really cool shot of like a hangar or something in Imperial City. It's got like kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of cool. I don't know if that's some kind of launch pad or something. Another toggle switch of Imperial things. We get the TIE Avenger. We get a back shot of the cockpit. So I'm assuming the shot we see in the trailer with Cassian is he's flying the TIE fighter here. They got like some big Gatling gun. So this is interesting. This is our boy Cyril walking in the plaza before the protest. Then we see him with some kind of key card or whatever. Then this is interesting too. He opens up a door and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enforcer droids, K2s. Then we get a shot of Tony talking about the series. We get Cassian with a cool little shades and all this fun. And then we get, Imperial officer, you shouldn't be here. So this is another shot of what we saw in the trailer. She shoots that person. Cassian, again, in a hallway, looking back. Same kind of thing. Luthen and Cassian have this little, like, I'm thinking like a leader or, soldier. And Luthen's like, I need you to think like a leader. We get the shot of Cassian deeply thinking. We get a U-Wing shout. Yeah, that's right. U-Wing show up, baby. We get another shot of either Cyril or Cassian looking at a night view of the plaza. Then they kind of show the set from a different point of view. Then they show Mon Mothma talking. And it looks like this is a modern place because we have a drone. And then we have Gwyneth and talking about the costumes. Whoa. Okay, so we got like Hammerhead dude, but not Hammerhead dude with a goatee. And then we got this other guy that looks like he's got a Fu Manchu. And I think we see him in The Force Awakens, which is super cool. Then we got Luthen's secretary, someone put on a cool costume. Then we get another shot of U-Wing flying through some woods. Another shot of this plaza, but in the background you can see some smoke. So I don't know if the thing already happened, but it's kind of interesting there. You got protesters, and then you got Diego Luna talking about everyone's doing their homework and having fun. We get a cool Imperial with a scar. Midro doing her thing, saying, hey, fire. And she's kind of like, Then we get this whole area of the plaza, and there's a lot of protesters. And like I said, you could see the riot gear people and stormtroopers and stuff like that. Cassian is off camera, like on the edge of the protesters, which is cool. We see a TIE fighter fly by. Moraph shout out. He kind of looks like a mini version of a white Wampa. He's white and stuff like that. So this is Saw's crew, the Partisans, and then we get, I think that's Saw, and we get like a fueling up of an X-Wing. And inside, this might be Bix and Cassian. It's hard to tell from the long shot, but I think they're just coming together for the first time and like, hey, baby, what's happening? We get another shot of, we love our toggle switches, which is great. There's another shot of this. Then we get Adira Arjana, who plays Bix, which is great. Then we get another shot of, there's B2 EMO is with the Bix's brother, and then we get a cool yak with like some horns, and this is another shot of the wheat field, a boy running in the wheat field, stormtroopers in the wheat field, Krennic shot, Avenger, and then we get the troopers with that don't have helmets. I don't know, man. That looks cool. And we got a shot of a riot guy taking almost looks like he's ready to take a shot at a protester. We got Bix doing some damage. We got a floodgate happening or some sort. Avenger flying. Avenger diving. We got ballroom. We got this Batman shot, I call, with like this ship pulling up concrete. We had another Avenger shot, and then we have K2 punting off a trooper just like with one hand, which is great. So it's got to be K2 if I'm assuming. Diego, another shot at Diego. Then we get a quick shot of Diego and Alan Tudyk without any makeup, but just wearing like almost a green screen shot, which is kind of cool. Then we get a shot, an eternal shot of Coruscant in the Senate chamber, Luthen and Mon Mothma talking, Diego flying the Avenger, and then Andor Season 2 streaming April 22nd, Disney, yay! Dude, so much good stuff here, man. I can't even... It's just really, really, really fun. So, if you haven't seen it, it is on the YouTubes. It's on the Disney Plus. You can see the special look, and I think it's even. We just got a lot more footage without showing too much more, but definitely a good idea of obviously this rally that's happening at this plaza is a big deal. The Empire strikes, if you will, and puts their foot down, and it's not good, you know. So there you have it. I think this is a must see, and we just also found out from a Celebration panel that I think Mando's going Friday. Andor's going Saturday, Ahsoka's Sunday, or something like that. So I mean, there's two Saturday. I think Ahsoka and Andor are Saturday, and then the Visions 3 panel is on Sunday. So we know we're probably going to get a trailer for Mando and Grogu, but I'd be interested to see if there's anything on Ahsoka. And I think really with Andor, we're probably going to get this earlier for season or for the first 3, because I'm sure they're going to let the Celebration folks see it, and then they will release it like they did Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, all that fun stuff. So there you have it. The special look of Andor Season 2. All right, there you have it. It is special. It's great. very in-depth, lot of things that we didn't get to see in the original trailer, and now I'm good. Like, I'm full. Like, I don't want to see any more. I don't want to see any more stuff, really, because it's like, just let me enjoy this as thoroughly as I can, like, I talked about this with my friend Carla from WSTR. You're at this point in trailers now where they're just revealing too much, and it's like, I want to see new stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to see some stuff, but don't give away big things. Like, I don't care if we didn't see Krennic and K2, and it's almost like you should stay with the established characters that are, like, if we're doing, like, again, because we're going from one season to another, like, you just stick with this established characters. Let me see Bix and Bix's brother, and and Luthen and Cassian, and like, just stick with the crew that and just say, like, and show a little bit of how they progressed. I don't need to see the Krennics and the, a different Saw and, like a K2, and I don't know. I just, less is more, when it comes to that kind of stuff. So, but anyways, there you go. Thanks again, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses, for listening to another episode 208 of Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. You can find us on socials, Big T, Little T Podcast on Instagram, BLILT Podcast on Twitter, Big T, Little T Podcast .bsky.social on the blue sky. And then we're on the twitch.tv/Big T, Little T. Been slacking there a little bit. We need to get a stream on. We're playing Fortnite. Hunters, it just was released, which is a new season of Fortnite. Little like, talk about thugs, like little lawlessness, robbing banks and doing the thing, kind of heist stuff, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we're playing that and should be streaming that very shortly. We got stickers. We want to hear from you. So comment, tweet, rate us on Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star review on Spotify, leave us a comments in the comments section of Spotify. Yes, they have those. Please do. We'd love to interact with you. You can email us at bigtlittlepodcast@gmail.com if you want to drop us a question. Let us know what you think about Andor, what are you excited about, what do you like about the special look, the trailer, all those things. We would love to throw some swag your way. Next week, probably Star Wars related. Could be. Never know. Now remember, truly wonderful the mind of a child is, and may the Force be with you always. Bye, 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 bye.